Good afternoon, YouTube. Matt Emroy back again. Back to a semi-nice January the 24th, 2017. Got another vlog video coming your way. Dad just finished going to Home Depot. I had to stay home because I was waiting for somebody to come over. I made a little bit of a trade, which I will show you in a few minutes. But the first thing we need to do is go ahead and change out the filters in my AC unit right there. And I got the one right here. Mine takes 14 by 14 by 1. The one in the hallway is a little bit bigger. I think that's a 20 by 20. And I'm going to go see how bad this is because it's actually been about 3-4 months since I changed this. The one I have in there now is supposed to last that long, but as I've stated before, my room tends to get very, very dusty. I usually don't like to let it go that long, so let's see how bad it is. What are you doing, Baxter? You are not supposed to be doing that, buddy. You stinker cat. He's walking out on the edge again. We've tried to stop him from doing that, but we can't. And he's so klutzy, I'm afraid he's going to wind up falling down, and that's a pretty long ways.
I don't think it's this.
What you doing, buddy? We don't want you to get hurt. You going to go in my room? Okay, go on in my room. I usually can do this without the ladder. I can almost reach this one. Come on. Got it, almost. This one really sticks. Okay. All right, let's see how bad it is. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty dirty. Believe it or not, that is all dust that is built up. The best way to tell is if you look at the opposite side. This side's not too soiled, so it's just about right. Probably just needing to be changed about right now. What I want to do, though, is go ahead and dust in there a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and put the new filter in, and it should be good for another couple of months. Dusting, you want to be really careful. Usually I'll just stick to the outside edges like this, because you don't want to puncture the ductwork. If you do go up in there, just go really, really slow. In a nice circular motion. You can see some dust is coming down, so it's a good thing. And of course, you want to make sure that your duster doesn't have any sharp edges, which this one does not. But like I said, just go really, really slow all around. Basically, you're just trying to get any excess dust that the filter did not take care of. And then when you're done, don't forget you want to dust the little louvers on the grate here. This you can be a little bit rougher if you want. It really doesn't matter. Sometimes if it's really bad, I'll actually take the vacuum out. But since it wasn't terrible this time, I'll just dust it like this. And then once I put the new filter in, I'll go ahead and vacuum the dust that's fallen on the ground. But she's nice and clean. One more thing I wanted to mention. When you're putting one of these filters in, you want to make sure you follow the diagram. It'll actually tell you here, if you read, it says to properly install, focus. To properly install the air filter, insert the system with air flow pointing towards the blower motor. So in my case, it'll be sitting just like that. And because I actually need 2 hands to put this in, I can't show it to you. So let me do that, and then we'll continue on with the vlog. I'll talk to you in a couple more minutes. Should be good for another 2 to 3 months. Awesome. That's one thing off my to-do Well, I'm just going out to throw out the old air filter. It is pretty nasty, by the way. I'm kind of embarrassed I let it go so long. I'll be honest with you guys. I am really getting tired of the warmer weather. I know a lot of you guys are probably saying, Matt, what are you talking about? Everybody wants warmer weather during the winter time. Not me. I enjoyed it for a few days, but you know what, guys? Being from New York originally, I miss the snow. Snow is something I enjoyed so much when I was younger. Some of the fondest memories I have in my childhood were spent out in the snow, sledding down the driveway, and then on special occasions when the road to our house would freeze over because it was on a hill, a mountain, we'd actually go sled down that, especially if what would happen would be the real coolest thing when we'd have an ice storm and the road would get frozen. Basically the rain would come down and then freeze overnight, and then there'd be a snowstorm right behind that. So basically you have snow on top of ice. Man, that was the fastest I can remember going down that road. Oh my gosh, I had to have been more than 30-40 miles an hour. So it's never going to happen here because we live too close to the coast, so we're never really going to be able to get a hill big enough to do that. But it's just something I really remember fondly from my youth. Went ahead and picked up the mail. I'm going to head inside, and I want to show you guys this computer that I traded for about a week ago, and then I just traded to the same guy some memory I had for a hard drive for it, because the hard drive in it was only 160 gigabytes, and he had a 500 gig drive. So I'm going to rebuild this system and see what I'm going to do with it. So I'm going to go inside and let's see what's going on there. So some of you probably already know what this is before I start describing it, but for those of you that don't, this is a Dell Studio Hybrid. Actually, I think it's called Dell Studio One Hybrid. Basically, this is a Dell computer that is designed to have a small footprint as possible. Looking on the front here, it actually does have an optical drive. It's got a little slot loading CD DVD burner here. Power buttons right there. You have an SD card reader, 2 USB 2.0 ports in front, and then these are the ventilation ports. I still need to clean this. I did as good a job as I could, but there's still a little piece of dust right there. This is kind of a niche item that came out right around 2008, 2009. You can see what's in here. It's got a Pentium dual-core processor, and it's running Windows Vista. If I go back here, I'll show you some of the really cool features about this. For its time, this really was a fairly well-equipped system. You can see right off the bat, it has SPDIF, or another thing is optical audio out. Not only that, it also has an HDMI port, FireWire, 3 more USB ports on the back. Does have a Ethernet 10100. I don't believe this is a gigabit Ethernet. I think this is just 10100. Interesting thing is, because of the size, it actually has to take a brick power supply. It does not have an internal power supply. It has just a regular laptop style power supply, and I'll show that to you real quick. I don't have the original one. This is the one that my friend gave me with it, but it's basically a 19, if you look down here, it's a 19.5 volt, 3.34 amps, so fairly standard power supply, pretty much identical to the ones that the Dell laptops use. But probably the coolest thing about this computer is the fact that it has this. Yes, this has the ability for 2 separate monitors. You can actually hook up dual monitors, one DVI and one VGA. Now you're probably asking yourself, Matt, isn't this just a DMS59 connector, so theoretically I could hook up 2 DVI or 2 VGA monitors to it? Well, unfortunately, no. I've never actually seen one like this. This must be some type of proprietary connector of theirs, but it looks literally just like a regular DVI connector. If you look right here, it's really just like a DVI-I or DVI-D connector. But I've had tested this, and yes, you can have both monitors hooked up at once. So maybe someone out there knows more about this particular cable than I do, but I mean, it was just kind of interesting. I've never seen anything like that. Now, I'm going to get to the reason why I wanted to show you this. This computer has its original hard drive in it right now, which is a 160 gigabyte Seagate drive, which when this came out was acceptable. But by today's standards, that is tiny. So I traded some stuff from my friend, and I got this Toshiba HDD 2F22. This is a 500 gigabyte laptop style hard drive, because that's actually what this uses, just a regular laptop drive. It's not going to be the fastest drive in the world, but it is going to be acceptable. I haven't decided, once again, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this computer yet. I may just hold on to it and use it around the house. I may try to set it up for somebody. I don't know yet. Now, before I end this segment, I do want to show you another cool thing about this system. This system I got the original keyboard and mouse with, and they are both wireless. And the cool thing is there is no dongle. The dongle is actually built into the computer, so these will only work with this particular Dell Studio. But man, what a massive keyboard. And this thing does have some wear on it, but it still works pretty much perfectly. I got to clean it up a little bit. I really haven't had a chance to do that yet. You can see it's got some grime on the keys. This one cool thing I like, it's got this jog I guess is the volume knob is what I'm thinking, but haven't really had a chance to do much of this. I am going to change out that hard drive today, and this is the corresponding mouse that went with it. Like I said, it has quite a bit of wear on these, but I have tried both, and they do work flawlessly. I just thought I'd give you guys a quick review of this computer, as it were. I'm not going to really do too much else with it, at least not for YouTube, but I wanted to show you this because it's a really cool computer that you don't usually get to see every day. YouTubers, I'm in the vlog here for today, but before I do, I want to let you guys know that I'm updating some of my older YouTube videos. My buddy Mike, Primal Edge and Leatherworks, if you don't know his channel, make sure you click on it. I always have a link to his channel in the description. Had told me about YouTube cards, and I had heard about them, but I never really had a chance to use them. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm going through some of my older videos, and even some of my more recent ones, and if in the video I referenced to another video, I'm sticking a card in there. So basically, it'll make it easier for you guys, my audience, to find videos that are similar to what you're watching there. For example, the video I did the other day was about the Creative Nomad jukebox. Well, I did a review of that jukebox about 2 years ago, so I added a card to that section of the vlog. So once you see that part of the vlog, if you want to go ahead and see the review video I did of that 2 years earlier, you just go ahead and click in the top right-hand section. There's like a little quotation mark. You click on that, and it'll automatically bring you to the review video. And I'm going to be doing this over the next few days. I'm going to go over some of my videos, see which ones I think could benefit from a card, because not only does it help me in the long run, help build up some of my ad revenue so I can do more interesting videos for you guys, but also helps you guys find videos you may want to see a little bit easier. This way, if I'm referencing something in one of my videos, you don't have to go search my entire library to find the video. You can just go ahead and click on that card. So I'm going to try to do that over the next few days. Once again, I'm in the vlog here for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I'm actually working on that Dell Studio computer in the background right there, just finishing up the Windows 7 installation, but I'm not going to bother showing that to you because I've done that so many times in the past. Hope you're really enjoying these vlogs. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.